Because I'm not gonna lie, this one's kind of annoying me with the gigantic suppressor on top of it. It really makes me harder. I mean, it really makes it harder for me. Alright, I am back. Thank you guys very much for waiting. I'm gonna switch immediately to in-game, and the only informational thing that I'm gonna say is that we are $30 away from reaching next goal on the StackUp.org Foundation for military, ex-military personnel, and suicide prevention. Yeah, let's continue on with the Mass Effect playthrough. I had a nice little apple as a lunch. Lunch. You can consider that as a lunch. Basically a little wee bit of a snack. A very healthy snack, because I tend to not eat any form of like fast food at all. Like, I know how I'm looking, but I almost never eat fast food. Unless there's like a situation in which like entire house is like, yeah, I don't want to cook, or we don't want to cook. Let's just get something for the local restaurant or something. And then yeah, but other than that, I'm trying to keep as strict diet as possibly can without being absolutely annoying to myself and everybody else around me. UNC also takeover and Hosta Nebula. I mean, okay, I'm gonna clean it up right now. I don't know why is this visible for me, but quite frankly, might as well. I thought I already did that. Someone tells me that it might be that Blake
Message
lady.
coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander.
Oh, it's
I'm
this
sending you the
thing.
station coordinates now. Fifth lead out.
I remember this mission. This is gonna be a pain. Basically, I somehow gonna have to not sacrifice any of the people that are inside and kill only the guys that deserve killing. That's gonna be a little bit tough because these guys are gonna jump into my scope all the time. This is why I'm gonna save a little bit more often on this one. Or at least I'm going to try. I guess I'm gonna have to disable usage of any power. Because if I'm gonna hit the terrorists with the power, everybody gonna get hit with the power, and that's basically gonna mean hostage down and mission not very complete properly. Okay, so what do we have? We have engineer outpost, we have anomaly, we have debris. I'm gonna go for debris first, and right in front of me there is a mineral deposit. So let's go and do that. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Excuse me for a second. I basically seen something that was bothering me over here. Alright, be good. Here, bell tower. Reminds me of Skyrim horse physics, and you know, at least this thing, even if you climb the wall, this thing is actually... It will fall down because gravity exists. Horse doesn't give a shit.
Heading out.
Horse is gonna climb on the wall and just stay there. Come on, energized plating. Isn't energized plating the maximum level shield? That's only damage reduction. Well, fine. Fine. Okay, so we have the material. Now I'm gonna go for anomaly. We are actually going to experience the magic of Skyrim horsemanship in December. Or this I believe, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna use horse. I don't think I will.
Securing point.
Turn insignia recovered. Another 60,000. And now for the outpost. It turns out to be behind this mountain. To me, this more reminds me of like a Mud Runner or Snow Runner video game. Even though I never played them, I have seen a couple people playing it, and they had to deal with at least somewhat similar situation, in which they simply had to, you know, climb through a terrain and deal with the terrain itself. Alright, this is where I'm gonna save the game. Now let's get inside, and I'm gonna save again, because if I'm gonna screw over this mission, this is gonna be my reset point. Oh.
Hello again, Commander Shepard.
Blake.
I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
Not done yet.
I killed them because they deserved it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
Walk away.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
Well, now.
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Well, that was quick. Paragon plus 8. So got 3 levels left. And I don't even know, I mean, sure. 1 in tactical armor, 1 level in fitness. And then I guess put 1, 2, and 3rd level in the fitness as well. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be the deal. Anyway. Return to Normandy. Where is that location that the Hackett was telling me about? I thought it's here. Yeah, it's only Noveria over here. Citadel, besieged base. Yeah, let's go for that. Maybe that's the besieged base. Artinus, Plodus, these nuts. Cacus. I don't remember if I have explored this system. Let me check it out, okay? So if I did explore, I simply want to make sure. That's all I really want to do. Ploba, I don't think I explored this one. Then again, it doesn't show me any surveys or anything like this. Treban. Okay, now I remember Treban. I think we had to even land on Treban. Hey Jalex. Treban Downsend Project. Oh yeah, I already was here. Because it got excavations started turning wreckages. Okay, yeah, I've been over here. So I just need to go for the other planet, I think, for the other system. Okay, let's check the outer ring. It's only one ring, actually. And that ring has nothing. Rare element over here. Zamari has nothing. Zyar Tuner has a heavy metal and besiege base. Okay, let's see what this map has. So we have science base, debris, and anomaly. Let's go for anomaly first. Or anomalous signal. Potato. Now that looks like a research center, if I ever seen one. Striker, Karpov, Equalizer 10. Matrix writings as well. Technician kit with kinetic exoskeleton. With even more Matrix writings. Shredder round and tungsten rounds. With even more Matrix writing. And that's a level up. Nice. Easy money. Okay, so... like I said, 1 point in fitness, so I can get advanced immunity, and advanced immunity gives me damage decrease, reduce damage taken by 85%, duration of 8 seconds. Wish I could do this, but 8 seconds is gonna be good enough. Do not reduce damage to shields, and the next level is gonna be technical armor with advanced shield boost. Let's see, Garrus, you're gonna get 1 point into dampening. And Tally's gonna get 1 point shotgun just so I don't see the that nasty thing, the nasty announcement. Okay, transmitter has been disabled. Next on the list, it's gonna be debris. I'm gonna need those tungsten and shit rounds. The more the better. are the chances that I'm gonna get, what would be the chances that I'm gonna get Thresher Maw in this playthrough? I think there might be like 1 or 2 more Thresher Maws left. Might be, doesn't have to mean that there will be. High explosive rounds. High explosive rounds basically making the sniper rifle kind of useless. I mean, sure, don't get me wrong. It would make the my sniper rifle one-shot, one-kill on most basic enemies, but the healing is not worth it. And I can also see another resource. Speak of the freaking devil. One of the wheels is done. More than one wheel now. And so is the Thresher Maw. Okay, so the back left tire is done and the front right is done. Yeah, still going for the objective. Could repair my ship. I don't see really much of a point in doing that. Because every single time I'm gonna get back to Normandy, Maker is getting automatically repaired, so yeah. Save the game over here. Yeah, terrorists. That's the one. That's the one with terrorists. It's gonna be tough. I will be unable to use any powers. The lunatics are going to be just looking like walking civilians. So taking down the right target will be super complicated. Yeah, like for example, this guy's just standing still. He's not gonna attack me.
You must die!
You'll get me next time.
You must die! Look out!
Yeah, and it counts as a researcher killed, because also they can kill researchers. Oh, I hate this. I hate this mission. It's so stupid. It's one of the dumbest missions in the entire game. Because me activating powers is gonna be bad, them activating powers is gonna be bad, and it's just... And also a bunch of explosives around, so there's not really a good way to do this. And another down. Great. I fucking hate this mission. This is technically the worst mission in the game, period, because you don't know where the non-hostile researchers are. You don't know where they are. The map only shows you the aggressive ones, and companions are reluctant. And they don't want to, like, stay in one place, right? They want to always follow you. Like, there's not really much that I can do. Okay, maybe this. Just make them follow me instead. That I can do. Because then the non-hostile guys are not gonna pop in.
All clear.
Is it though? I'm gonna save the game here because we have 0 killed, which is good. I'm gonna try to do the same thing though. Yeah, just stay over here. Yeah, there's still 2 more. But I think they're in the other room altogether. I told my companions not do a goddamn thing. No, get over here. Get over here, Garrus. Let them come for us. There's totally no point of doing what we're doing.
Clear.
It's not clear. Stop bullshitting. Okay, it seems like one of them got killed. And researcher got killed. Yeah. Oh, kurwa. They're even killing their own people, so it's like... This is where it gets super annoying. Like, there's nothing I can technically do once they're gonna start charging. I can only hope that this is the last guy over there. And researcher got killed. Nice. Nice. I fucking hate this mission. I hate this mission so much, dude. Like, seriously. Absolutely annoying. I don't even want to think how bad it is on Insanity, because Insanity is even, like, twice as worse. And that's a no joke. This mission insanity is horrid.
Cannot stop the future.
Okay, I cannot save even. Get fucked. Fuck this mission. Fuck this place. I mean, technically, I kind of show you the strats. Like, the only worst part about this mission lasts 2 people. Because they're not charging you, they're staying in the back. Punisher X. I already have the Punisher X. That's a Brawler. Brawler 10. Oh yeah, I have the Karpov. Can't... Tally, yeah, Tally can get a Karpov. Yeah. It's gonna be much better for her. This mission is a pain in the ass, definitely. Shredder Tungsten. Sure. Why not? Sledgehammer. Alright, I can leave this place now. Thank God this mission is over. It's a thing I would go freaking insane if I would have to, like, do this 3 or 5 more times. This mission is type of a mission that doesn't even have like any story. Like if there was like a leader of the fanatics
Message
behind all
coming
of this, it would be so much, just at least a little bit better.
I didn't think it could be done, Commander. You managed to secure the base and neutralize the biotics without a single civilian casualty.
Just doing my job, Admiral. I couldn't let innocent lives be lost.
I wish every soldier had your definition of just doing your job. You're a credit to the uniform, Shepard. We're in your debt. 5th Fleet out.
Alright, do we have any other side objective to do besides Pharaohs? There's Asteroid I'm leaving before Vermeer. Yeah, after Pharaohs, not really a lot of other things to do. Alright, let's go for it. And on the Pharaohs, I'm definitely taking Liara, and I'm taking Tally with me. Let's see what we got. Elatenia. Isn't Elatenia the thing with the shard that was given to me by what's her name? Shayura, the consort? I think it is. It might be. I'm gonna go for it, if that's true. I can already prepare myself and Liara as well. Might as well I can also level her up and maybe give her a slightly better equipment. Yep, Liara. You're gonna get points over here, and you're gonna get stasis as well, because we have nothing better to do with you. Tally has nothing, and I have nothing. Equipment. Let me see. Liara. Mercenary 10, Duelist, Gladiator, Phoenix. Okay, nothing that would be reasonably good. Biotic Amp. That is a tech amp. You only need biotic, because that's how I'm building you. Let's see, we have thunder. I have a crossfire rifle. Enjoy that crossfire. Alright. Let's see what's on the map. Yeah, where was that Prothean thing? That's a monkey colony. Monkey colony, monkey, engine debris. Prothean ruin. I think it's that one. Because I do remember it was a pain in the ass to climb to. The previous mission was a pain in the ass because if you are gonna use abilities, you are 100% gonna hurt somebody else in the area as well. But the thing is, the hostiles, the actual hostile NPCs during that mission, also gonna use their abilities, and they're gonna use the area of effect most of the time, like throw, lift, you know, anything like that.
I actually enjoy the solitude of dig sites. The ship I grew up on was always full of noise and people. The solitude of a dig site would drive me crazy.
Level up. Okay, let's see. Like I said, definitely one more tactical armor, and the next point after that is gonna go into fitness, and my Infiltrator build is gonna be finalized pretty much. I wish I could not get this one Intimidate option over here. I don't really want it, never asked for it. But yeah, it is what it is. Still one more level. Liara, you get 1 point stasis because that's gonna increase the duration on that, and you're getting a shotgun. I have a shotgun. Yes, you do. Alright, Pharaohs. Pharaohs might be a little bit confusing. Might be, doesn't have to be. Did I scan any of those planets? Kwana has something. Sharing, shutting. Yep. Saitao. And Pharaohs. I hope I have enough Paragon because there's quite a requirement for the Paragon on this planet. Okay, when it comes to the team, like I said, Liara and Tali could take Garrus. Garrus is also gonna do a good job over here. But quite frankly, Tali is my personal favorite. That's all there is to it.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
We saw your ship. Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
And he did! Okay, let me block their weapons. I prefer Liara to have an automatic rifle, because if she's gonna have automatic rifle, then... Actually, no. Let's do it like this. If she's gonna have automatic rifle, she immediately gets a additional chance to score a hit. Oh my god, why are you moving? Stop making me work. Stop making me work for my own shot, okay? Game. Yeah, they're gonna be the creepy crawlers. Yep, these guys. Spider Geth. And boy, are they moving way too fast.
Clear.
It's definitely way too fast for a player to notice them or to catch them. Oh, medical exoskeleton 10. Don't I already have that one? Yeah, but Tali can get one. Tenor. And that means Liara can get one as well. Now everybody restores health. Easy.
Head to the tunnels. Make sure they're secure. What?
Those Geth are bloody dink.
Glad to see some soldiers. Get ready.
Down of thirst, the Geth will surely kill us all.
How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
I fear the Geth will kill us all.
Okay, so I need to find Faidan, it seems.
But I don't know how to use a gun.
Beat them with the end of it if you have to. Just don't let those Geth get by you.
Because every single NPC that we talk to, that's basically a side quest for Pharaohs. And Pharaohs has like three side objectives. And we're gonna complete them as we go along.
There, dear. You'll get through this. Just relax. The Geth just keep coming.
And they won't stop coming, and they won't stop coming. You can hit them while they zip around. The problem is that they are just constantly moving.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Hostile spotted.
Yep, and yep.
Bring it on.
Yeah, let's disable the weapons once again. There are 3 more.
I don't want to die. Please, don't let me die.
No promises. Time will do that for you.
Perimeter secured.
Or is it? It's not. As we can see, it's not.
Heads up.
I think they got Geth Sniper too. Okay, it's time to dampen and disable the weapons. Okay, shield a weapon and a ward because this guy is a little bit stronger. That should stop them.
Now we can update Fidan and get a vehicle safely out of the Normandy. The Geth base is our next objective.
Polonium scram rail, nice, nice. I'm gonna have to put it on my weapon as well, because I have a scram rail 9 and I need a 10er. And my pistol 2. So it's a scram rail of this, so 9 are gonna go over here. Tali has a pistol, and she got a rail extension, so let me give her the scram rail 7. She got a kinetic stabilizer 7. Can I get... Yeah, kinetic coil. And Liara on her assault rifle. Oh yeah, we should actually switch right now the ammunition for everything into anti-synthetic, because that's what we're gonna deal with right now. Where are those rounds though? Shredder? No. Tungsten. Yes. Liara, that comes for you too. That's rail extension. That's a 4. Okay, so that can stay with you. And I can definitely give you kinetic coil 9, so you can have more stability. And tungsten runs for you, if I'm totally gonna forget about it. You have dexterity issues and seizures as a kid. Sucks. Phoenix 10 Chameleon. Well, whatever. And we can level up too, so let me do that. And 1 less point in fitness. That gives me 667 health. Why not 666 is beyond me. I object. Excuse me, I feel offended. Alright, and that way we also have reached level 60. This is the last level of the game. We are not gonna level up anymore. At this point, we're just looking for a better gear. Hey Jaybird, how are you doing? We're doing well. Glad to see you. At this point, if I'm gonna get a better armor for myself, I'm giving Liara this current armament over here.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony's safe.
Shipper Commander.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the ExoGeni headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's ExoGeni?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to ExoGeni headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
What can you tell me about the defenses the Geth have set up?
I don't have any details, but I'll wager it's a lot more fortified than the command post.
They landed at least one Geth ship at ExoGeni, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
Do you have information about Geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
Let's talk about Zeus, Hope, and Pharos in general.
Of course, Commander.
Okay, so that's the colony. Exogeny. I think this is the last thing I need to talk.
What else can you tell me about Exogeny?
Exogeny funded this colony. Without them, we wouldn't be stuck here.
They specialize in colonization. In return for bankrolling the colony, we work for them. Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable artifacts or resources.
Except there isn't anything here. Or if there is, we didn't find it.
I wonder if that's what the Geth are looking for.
Perhaps. As she said, we never found anything of value.
Of course, the Geth could know something we don't.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Alright, now it's time to talk with everybody else. Talk about the supplies, talk about the medical.
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's a little different from what they claimed. It's not all bad, though. When the Geth are gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
Optimist, aren't he?
What happened to your wife?
Isn't he?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. Best ask Fidan if you really must know.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Fidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
I definitely will do something about them.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Tell me about Zeus Hope.
The colony is growing, or it was. But you should speak with Fidan. He is our leader.
Why should I speak with Fidan? Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak with Fidan.
Damn, he's not really...
Tell me about yourself.
People not really talkative.
I came here with my
But I
wife,
think I can
Greta,
understand
looking for
why.
adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the Geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Varen is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
I have to go.
So long.
Okay, so we have this mission objective right now. We can check the other guys.
They'll try to reap.
Davin does what he... You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
What do you know about the colony?
We just arrived a short time ago. It seemed like any other colony at first, but it's different somehow.
What do you mean?
It's hard to explain. It's kind of like... I can't describe it. You should speak with Fidan. He knows the colony better than me.
Everybody takes me to the Fidan for some reason. I wonder why. It's kind of weird.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship, making sure she doesn't get any worse. Nothing
nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those geth come over the walls.
It looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but Dan, what's the report on?
I should go. Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to diagnose?
No, thanks, really. Now, please, I need to get back to work.
People in this place are acting seriously suspicious.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
Halliard Armory. Halliard Armory license for the Normandy Quartermaster. Yes. Yes, please.
Nice work with those geth. Glad you
Whoa.
showed up.
She just popped out of the ground.
I still need the power cells for this generator, though. Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few. Your top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible. If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way. Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
I have a ship fueled and ready to go. I could bring water in.
Unless you plan to make a trip every few days, that wouldn't really solve our problem. We need to be self-sufficient.
Tell me about the colony.
We are a small group, part of a larger colony, before the Geth attacked. You should speak to Dan. It's his responsibility. He knows the colony best.
What do you know about this planet?
I am not the one to ask about that. Ask Dan or one of the others.
Tell me about yourself.
I'd rather not. This is not the time or the place. Please, help us or don't. Otherwise, leave me to my work.
I have to go.
I wish you luck.
They're still out there.
Not the best shot. I'll do what I can.
I wouldn't say that's stupid. It's just suspicious. On one side. On the other side, I can kind of understand why they're thinking like this. I mean, they have to deal with the constant ambushes and attacks from the Geth. So I can understand why they're thinking the way they are thinking. Because they are afraid that not only... Okay, so I am here. I am a good shot, right? Quotation marks. I'm a weapon who has... I'm the person who has military training and has all the weapons and ammunition. I am an asset to them. They want to basically something to stop the Geth from constantly raiding and invading them. And I'm not surprised they worried that much about it, because if they're gonna lose me, they're gonna lose the last way of defending themselves. So yeah, I can perfectly understand why do they think the way that they think.
Oh God, they're everywhere!
Perimeter clear.
High explosive tungstens. Yay. I think this is where I can bring either the water or something else. But I do remember that this area is gonna have like, I think like 4 consoles to activate. And also this is gonna be the area with Varen. With the Alpha Varen.
Area secured. This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
This system has not yet activated. I do not believe we are finished yet. We should look for another valve.
Oh, it never ends. Never ends. Okay, so that definitely brings back the water.
That did it. The system is active.
Silly goat. Proton rounds, which can ignore the shields, but dealing less damage. Kind of useless to me, if I could be honest. Let's go for the Alpha Varren, because it's also somewhere over here. The same area of Alpha Varren is gonna have the, I think it's gonna have the ship part. As in the ship part, the one part for the generator. This is where Liara is gonna come into the equation. Yeah, these things are kind of stupid. Liara, use the assault rifle. Okay, Liara is glitched because she suddenly decides to use every single offensive ability, and I know for a fact that I have disabled, yeah, only defensive, so I don't know why she's doing that. And now Liara doesn't have any abilities, she only got stasis. Thanks, Liara. Making my job twice as long for no good reason whatsoever. Alright, that's number 2.
Clear.
For radiation sounds. I mean, okay. Storm 10, Hammer 10, Harpoon 9. Yeah, the part is gonna be over here. There we go. I think that's all the 3 side objectives that I need to complete. No, there's still this one. There's still this one guy. Oh yeah, the what's the name of that thing? The communication tower. Yeah, that still needs to be done. Yeah, because the crazy dude is over here.
You don't want to go down there.
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, and anything I shouldn't. No! That was a good one. Very intense.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for. Looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Trying to get to the...
This one is no longer fit. We should leave him.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die fighting!
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle, time's up. Company's coming. Ask Faidan. Ask him about the...
That's one way to have a conversation, I guess. Okay, why Liara is using her abilities.
I won't do it. I won't. I can't. I won't do it.
Why is Liara using her abilities? Like, I have a specific option marked in the game. So Liara should not use her combat abilities, and she does that. Not only that, she also refuses to use assault rifle at some time. She just goes her own way. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. Yeah, now Liara, I think that's it's a common bug in this game. Because on my previous playthrough, I also had the same problem with the companions. Suddenly using abilities. When not even asked. Even though they have their abilities set up to passive and always be defensive. Hold on, there was a passage over there. Yeah, this door over here. Yeah, now even Liara is not here. You know, I could use her against the Krogan, but... Alright, what can I do? This. Radiation loans with sniper rifle eliminating bodies? I don't know about that. First I need to find the radiation stuff. The radioactive ammunition. Which at this point should like start dropping easily. Wait, the GEF transmitter should be destroyed. Why did it show me? You know, never mind. Okay, I can now return back to the Faidan and to the people and tell them, hey, you know that those site objectives that you had a problem with? Well, guess what? I did them all. And I will be able to focus on other objectives. Ooh, logic arrest tool. Tungsten rounds, high explosives. What's the logic arrest? It's much better. Oh yes, it's much better. Okay, Tally, you gonna get the logic arrest tool as well. Okay, so I'm sure that I have found the best Omni tool in the game. Which makes me happy. And I have to find one for Garrus, because I'm definitely gonna use Garrus. Yeah, Liara is glitch as fuck. She's even not moving. She refuses to move.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Yeah, what about the strange behavior of everybody around?
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We're a close-knit group, Commander. Most of us have lost loved ones, friends.
These aren't trained soldiers. Nobody taught us how to deal with the horrors of war.
This is our home. We've watched the Geth slowly destroy everything that is important to us. Don't judge us too harshly.
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. They won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Hello again, Commander.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
Better than nothing. 68,000, that's all they can spare, by the way. 68k is not a silly amount of money.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
Another 68k.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Here, a few credits for your trouble.
Just a few, you know. 36,000. That's just a little bit, you know, just this pocket money. I mean, technically speaking, it is kind of a pocket money, considering I'm almost reaching. I'm definitely reaching. No, Liara. I don't think there's any other better assault rifle for Liara, unless it's gonna be the Spectre one. Okay, so we are done with that.
Commander, what can I do for you?
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
No kidding. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I think that's it.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Yeah, Liara got lost in space. She got stuck. I wonder what causes that specific bug, where one of the companions just gets stuck and doesn't want to cooperate.
Watch out! I don't know how much more I can take.
As many as it takes.
And now to the Geth base. Not something an intelligent being would typically say.
The last batch went south. What are they looking for?
We are receiving a weak comm signal. I cannot pinpoint its location through the Geth interference. More chatter, Commander Shepard. I still can't get a fix on the location.
Any sign of movement? Lisbeth could still be in there. It's only been a few days. She's my daughter. I'll wait as long as I have to.
I think some of the guests are hiding in the tunnels. Or behind this crate. Yeah, I think that was both of them. Or maybe one is down below. Only one way to find out. dumbass. Edge, human armor, heavy armor predator, 10, and kinetic coil. I might actually need that. Geth pulse rifle, scram rail. Okay, okay. We can have a conversation. Okay, can I get frictionless materials 10? No, of course not. Scram rail 10, that already done. What about my pistol? Scram rail 9, we're gonna put the 10er in the frictional material, that's 9ers, so we are doing all good. Hey Matt, how are you doing? I'm doing well, glad to see you. Yeah, Tally. Now Tally's gonna get something better. Scram rail. And kinetic coil 10, because that's better stability. Though I wish I could give her frictionless materials, but it is what it is. Liara, you're gonna get on your assault rifle scram rail 7 and kinetic coil 10 as well, and enjoy that. Maintenance of the companions in this game is kind of important. Some people would say there was too much maintenance, hence why we had Mass Effect 2. But making those choices of weaponry matter. Whoa, 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 whoa. To me, having to make that choice of weaponry for the companions was actually a good thing. Which came back in Mass Effect 3.
Some kind of vehicle, not one of the Geth.
They've got us on visual. We must be close.
There's gonna be another side quest with receiving, with us
John.
trying to
They're obviously
retrieve the
not
data
Geth.
for one of the guys on the left.
Who are you? What do you want?
Commander Shepard, I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Fidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving despite everything the Geth have done to them.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you, but I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
I'm not interested in your
I would
company's
remove
secrets.
him.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
Oh my god,
That's
this
my
guy's
daughter
such an
you're talking
asshole.
about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where's your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
If she's in there, I'll get her out.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
I really want to shoot him in the face. There's actually gonna be a good opportunity for that later.
Do you know what the Geth are after?
I have no idea. We certainly haven't found anything of use. Something Exogeny is keen to remind us of.
We need to recoup our expenses. It's nothing personal.
Tell me about the colony.
We established ourselves here 4 years ago. Growth was steady until the attacks. Our biggest challenge has been the lack of resources. There's just so little here of value. Still, we were making a go of it. It was even starting to feel like home.
What brought you here?
I guess I thought this would be the start of a new life. I wanted to go where I could feel like I was making a difference. Instead, everything we built is destroyed. It's very hard not to lose hope.
Where's your daughter, Juliana?
Somewhere at the Exogeny headquarters, I hope.
How did you get split up from the Zoo's Hope colony?
Most of us live closer to the Exogeny building. Zoo's Hope was mostly used as a port. When the Geth hit, we scattered. Until you told us about the others, we assumed they were killed in the first wave. If we had known they were still alive, we might have attempted to join them.
They're fairly secure now. Maybe you should do that.
No. I don't think that's a good idea. We have no vehicles, and the Skyway offers little protection.
Like the building we're in now?
Listen, our best hope is to sit tight and wait for company reinforcements. They'll come eventually.
What was the building used for?
Oh, yeah, we repurposed that structure to serve as headquarters for ExoGeni. That's mostly offices with a number of light-duty R&D labs.
ExoGeni is a master at repurposing anything and everything.
The company has to make a profit somehow, Juliana. Ferros is a long way from self-sufficient.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
I will do my best. Let's talk with a refugee.
I hope you can get us out of this mess.
Okay, refugee is way too busy sitting on, just lying over there, I guess.
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me.
Yep.
I've got a bit of a problem.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
No catch, really. It's dangerous work, but not for someone like you.
What is it about you that makes people assume we enjoy being in harm's way?
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at ExoGeni headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
Why work in the middle of nowhere if your skills are so useful?
Maybe I've got a bit of the frontier spirit in me. That, and the alternative is a bit too secure for my liking. Freelancers don't have to worry about security as much, so long as we keep a low profile.
Tell me about the data I'm getting for you.
Plans for a few prototype mods? I'm a freelancer. Some of my mods are highly sought after.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
Alright, let's go. Whoa, what the hell was that? Anyway. Not this way, this way.
You owe us for this. Skyway's crawling with Geth. Package is secure. We're leaving now.
Hey, look at that, Liara using her abilities even though I don't ask her for that again. Because she glitched. She is bugged to hell. I would think that community patch would actually fix issues like this, but it didn't. Because I'm using community patch.
Shut down the comm. We've got incoming Geth. Damn it! Shut down the comm.
There's one guy behind me and one guy in front. None of them are really popping out. He's down below, isn't he? Yeah, he's definitely down below. Razor shotgun sniper rifle. Razor X. Okay, pulse rifle, I already have that. Pulse rifle is actually gonna get sold very well. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna put the pulse rifle on myself. I'm not gonna use it, it's gonna basically serve as a decoration. Yep, just like that. just to have something fancy on my back. What about the pistols? I don't think I'm gonna get any other better pistol. Like Karpov. Karpov is actually the best. Kessler is not good. Yeah, every single of my companions already have the best weapons I could give to them. More equipment, energized plating, snowblind, energized plating, snowblind. All the time. Combat exoskeleton is not bad, but yeah. Anyway, moving on. Jammed again. Pepe Jam. Hey, Hero Brian. Barrels more like yellows. Okay.
Resistance will be extremely heavy once we are inside.
Right, we have to deactivate the force field. And I do remember that if I want to progress, I need to eventually jump down over here.
Our weapons cannot touch a field like this. We'll need...
Yes, they can, but they are gonna be ineffective. Polonium rounds, yay! Okay, let's save the game. This. Yeah, the Geth armature. Okay, so what I can do? Dampening, I can put warp, and I can put weapon blockage. You know, Liara would be good over here if she could bring her rounds over here, but no. Oh, shield interface 10, nice. I can equip it on myself right now. Shield interface 10, please. In a matter of fact, Tali can also get shield interface 10. And Liara, you're being useless for some reason. I don't know why, I don't like it. Everybody gets more shields. Did I open that? Yes, I did. Okay. Sideloader framework? Yes. The one that gives you conversations in Mako. That's definitely one of the mods that requires the sideloader framework. There's definitely one more that I have. I just don't remember which one it is.
Down, Commander Shepard.
Yeah. Squad mate banter. I actually really like that mod. It's a nice little thing.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Baron.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
We'll get you out as soon as we find out what the Geth are after.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important that I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian? What is that exactly?
It's an indigenous life form. Exogeny was studying it.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a research assistant for Exogeny. I came here with my mother. I don't even know if she made it out alive.
She's with some others from the colony. She's safe for now.
She's alive? Oh, thank God. I thought I was the only one left. Please, Commander, just get that field down so I can see my mother again.
Medigil fixes a part of a community patch. Is it? Well, if it is, I can very easily disable it. Not a big problem.
I really don't know that much about it.
I didn't know about that.
I think it's some kind of plant being. I know it's very old. Thousands of years even.
Been for the longest time. I must have like I probably have not noticed that while I was modding the game and reading the description.
Why do you think the Geth would be interested in the Thorian?
It's just a plant. I don't know why the Geth would care. Exogeny was studying it, but I don't think they found anything special.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
Does it go spread over the okay.
Sure, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
Varant. Oh boy. I think this is the only time where Liara's like autopilot helps more. I'm being honest. It's probably the only time where Liara's autopilot works in my benefit. Yeah, I have every single option turned on besides the bloom, depth of field. I have disabled that. The net effect also disabled. But fuck that jazz. I don't want anything to obstruct my view unless it's HUD. Hey, I see Red. Hey Red. I'm gonna give you a shout out in a second. Playing Cyberpunks, yep. I'm definitely gonna play Cyberpunk next year. If everything's gonna go right, March. Because,
Stupid machine! Access encrypted files!
yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Hope you're doing well.
No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Let me put it like this. Screaming stupid machine, I'm doing so much for, like, when I try to, like, call my support for the internet or call for anything, and the automated secretary like this answers, claims to be like an AI, artificial intelligence of something, you just cannot get a connection to a human being. And it just goes with the stupid fucking questions. I can understand the frustration. 100%. I can totally understand it. Okay, so lift on you, disable your abilities, and let's disable your weapons too.
Exogeny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Are you saying ExoGeni knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species 37.
That explains their strange behavior.
Your pilot should be warned.
Joker! Come in, Joker! Damn it! That field's blocking us.
We must find a way around the field. We must get back to Zoo's Hope.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
I don't really mind having the post-processing enabled in this game. I really don't. It's okay. It's fine with... I think I'm fine with what I have.
What do you know about the Geth?
I have no specifics on the Geth as they relate to this facility. All sensors have been purposely decommissioned since their arrival.
I want to know about ExoGeni Corporation.
ExoGeni Corporation is at the forefront of human expansion in the new galactic economy, funding colonial development and securing resource rights to ensure our progress as a species. Further inquiries regarding company policy may be directed to Consumer Information Services during regular business hours.
Who's in charge here? Who organized the research?
All decisions about local resource analysis and acquisition are made by on-site management, deferring to the board of directors only when seasonal quotas are missed or exceeded. Individual employee records are confidential.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zoo's Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
What's the size of this thing?
The Thorian appears to be a diffused creature. Its cognitive abilities are centered in large nerve bundles, but it receives data from kilometers of meandering tendrils. We have discovered bundles approximately 1 meter in diameter, but these seem insufficient to coordinate the massive sensory potential it possesses. It may simply process such stimulation slowly, or perhaps there is a nerve cluster of a greater magnitude we have not yet encountered.
Is it intelligent? Can I reason with it?
The Thorian does not exhibit the focused behavior of a predator. The release of spores is an act of survival, not aggression. It does trigger advanced behaviors in the humans it enslaves, but we have yet to discover whether it recognizes or is capable of recognizing humans as more than tools. It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
Do you know how the creature controls its slaves?
The will subversion manifests as intense pain if directives are ignored. The effect is severe enough that subjects are soon conditioned against even minor thoughts of rebellion. Observation suggests the Thorian views its thralls in a utilitarian way. Care is apparently taken to avoid injuring them, much as a craftsman avoids damaging his tools. As long as no action is taken against the creature's objectives, the subjects are free to pantomime a normal existence until specifically tasked with something.
Where's the center of this thing?
The Thorian is present as a weave of tendrils across much of the lower surface of Pharos. Observation of enslaved subjects suggests there may be key clusters that are tended by thralls. Unfortunately, direct observation of species 37 is limited, or non-existent.
Please access my personal files.
Elizabeth Bainham, Research Assistant.
Damn, we are nosy.
Security Level 4 exemption. You are currently under probation due to disagreements with management over established company policy. These sanctions may be lifted if your next evaluation is more agreeable.
What triggered the probation?
You were marked as combative about the operations of the Zoo's Hope project, specifically regarding the handling of the infected colonists. As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
You better do. Let me save the game. But yeah, the only like effects that are bothering me visually are like bloom, motion blur, depth of field, like all those actual annoying effects. Besides that, I don't really feel anything bad. Like I don't really mind.
The Geth use these claws to anchor their ships to the sides of buildings.
Indelicate perhaps, but very efficient. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
It will be difficult. We can check the other claws for weaknesses, but the Geth are very thorough.
This structure seems to have significance for the Geth. Is it possible they set up this room to serve as a sacred temple of sorts?
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they seek understanding from a higher power.
Stalker, that's another barrier like this. Can I go through that though? I still need to remember to try and find that data. Okay, so that was not what I planned, but fine. Maybe might as well singularity on both. Okay, lift is gonna work in an area of effect, so okay, not. And Liara just fucked it up. Great. Doesn't matter. Block the weapons, disable shields. Okay, now I can damper, disable weapons. And singularity once again, so they can fly. I do believe there was a third Krogan. Firestorm Inferno rounds. Okay, I can take that. Alright, so we have his data. Now I only need to deliver them back, but that's gonna happen eventually. Yeah, Liara is still bugged. That means that she still stands somewhere far in the space, but I can still use her abilities, which is not necessarily a bad thing that is happening, but certainly not the best thing that could happen. Is this the only path? Try rallying? Nah. She's bugged. Basically what is happening right now with Liara is that she will refuse to use my rifle. The rifle that I have gave her. She's gonna stay in one place. The only way for her to teleport back to me is gonna be via cutscenes. And that's it. There's not much else to be said. Okay, so I already was here because I got lost. Yeah, it is a bug. It did not happen once for me in this game. It's something that you basically have to deal with. I thought that the community patch would fix it, but apparently there's no fix for that. Yes, it definitely sounds like that. Also on the other hand, even though, okay, that's nice. Even though in games, in gameplay, I have an option of only use of defensive abilities, Liara and or any other companion, if she's gonna stay close to me, she's gonna go offensive anyway. She's just gonna ignore everything like that. She's gonna ignore the fact that the game should prioritize something different. She's just gonna do her own thing. Yeah, it happens, but quite honestly, I'm okay with that. It only happens once in the entire playthrough. And even if she's gonna get permanently stuck, I can still use her, use her abilities, so she's not utterly useless. Okay. My weapons are totally screwed. I don't know who is firing me. Can I? Ah, I thought I could. Confidential. Yeah, like right now, it only the only companion that works for me is Tali.
To blow this claw. Let's keep looking.
And quite honestly, I don't mind that. It is what it is. Okay, it's time for massive disruption of the weaponry and dampening. Okay, that was a lame shot.
This is interesting, Commander Shepard. A containment lab of some kind.
Yeah, she got stuck because now she's like talking even from like very, very far away. So I'm not surprised this happens, or that has to figure out how by the community. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not really that bothered by that. Everything will be eventually fixed. Okay, so now which one? Well, I think it was the first. Okay, so that's too much power. There we go. Native code, we can mod native. Well, I don't really know that much about modding. I'm a mod user. I'm not a mod creator. So, yeah.
Very good. The field barring the exit will be down. Now we can go deal with the Storian creature. I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. The They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
Alright, now this way. I'm gonna go back where I have came from. I guess I can now go back to those colonists and deliver the data. And it's gonna be one of the more or less annoying parts of the game. The colonists and saving them.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
You did what you could. I'll help them if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
Alright, Paragon +2. Now where's my... Mako is gonna be on the outside. Because I could not park over here. Actually, let's do something kind of silly. I'm gonna give Tali a Geth Pulse Rifle because irony exists. Let's see. Okay, so that's frictionless materials. I can put tanners on myself now. Tali's gonna get also a different packet of frictionless materials. She can get the 9ers. Wish I had a Scram Rail 10, but it is what it is. And Liara on the her assault rifle. You're gonna get frictionless materials as well. Oh yeah, I understand. I mean, basically EXE file manipulation, anything that is tied to EXE file cannot be modified. Because then you would have to recompile the entire EXE file from the start, and that means basically changing the entire game. So I can definitely understand why it wouldn't work. It's not like Skyrim or Oblivion where you can where the EXE file only reads the archives and that's it. But you can do anything you want with the archives themselves. Hex editing? Not really sure. Not really sure. Can't say that I did because I don't even know if what I used to do in Bethesda games could be considered as a hex editing, but I really doubt it.
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you!
Jong, my dead-ong. He's going to be dead. Well, not really, but I wish I could.
I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what happened on Akuz. This doesn't have to end like that.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one unique thing Pharos has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
Can't you see the inherent potential in this colony? Think of the promotional opportunities.
Opportunities? What the hell are you talking about?
They recovered from an alien attack on a frontier world. Add that to your company profile.
Well, yeah. No one's ever gone broke playing the champion of humanity card.
Sadly, you'd probably make a killing. But if it will let us get back to our lives, I'm for it.
It just might work. Wait, no, but the infected colonists will throw a bit of a wrench in that plan. No, they need to disappear.
You can't just kill the colonists. It's not their fault.
If you kill only the Thorian, it might be enough to stop the infection. Maybe.
It's worth a try, but I don't know if I can avoid harming the colonists.
There has to be another way.
Maybe there is.
Thorian
Come
grenades.
and talk to me before you leave, Commander.
Just make sure there's no evidence when you're done.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again, Commander.
Money. Okay, so we got shredder rounds, Inferno, Snowblind, Medical Exoskeleton, and Shield Interface. Let me check hers. Okay, so she got this, and Medical Exoskeleton 10 as well. What about you? You have Shield and Medical 9. I'm gonna give you... Actually, I'm not gonna give you Medical 10. Medical 10 is gonna go for Garrus. So I cannot really get any more better weapons. I will be only able to buy them later. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm gonna save the game because right now, for the annoying part of Pharos, is gonna be usage of the anti-Thorian grenades, and
I'm glad
boy...
you decided to help us. I think there's a way to avoid killing the colonists.
What'd you have in mind?
I think you could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
We'll stay out of your way and...
Yep, anti-Thorian grenade. I need to... change it. It's a quest-related item. And right now I cannot waste any grenades as well. Sure, I have 8 of them, but I'm not gonna get any replenishment for the grenades anytime soon. I think the closest one is almost at the very end of the Zeus Hope. And I also believe from this point on, I can equip my people with the anti-organic ammunition. Not Inferno. Sledgehammer, that's a heat absorption. Snowblind, not really. Polonium, that's toxin damage, which I actually really like. Shredder rounds, yeah, it's shredder rounds that I have to equip on every single of my people. and now the Thorigans. This is why I took Liara with me, because Liara can push them away or lift them. Also, killing them from a long range would be most effective.
Infection could have altered a human to that extent. I wonder what is going on here.
Wipe everything out. No, careful, leave the colonists.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
As you order, Commander Shepard.
I'm just gonna make sure. Lots of scram rails. Okay, I can definitely put additional medical thing on Liara now. I'm just making sure they have the right grenades. Yeah, anti-Thorian. If I'm gonna leave every single guy alive, I'm gonna get bonus karma option for this. And Liara is still derping. Okay, that's how the colonist is still alive. Can I save? Okay, I can save. So I'm gonna abuse saving right now, because there are definitely gonna be some steps in which I will just fail, and reloading the game will be quite essential for me. Yeah, I need to use the throw on this guy. Well, that's a one grenade that is wasted. Okay, there's an upgrade kit. Give me 5 grenades, good. Colonists are still alive. That's actually looks pretty damn promising. Okay, Liara, I need to throw that guy away. I think that's all of them. 16 colonists have survived. That's gonna give me a bonus karma to Paragon. Because in this game you have Paragon and Renegade. The more evil deeds you're gonna do, the higher the Renegade state.
We're supposed to be the leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
Rip. Rip Fidan. Okay, so I pressed this, and yeah, this is the part I need to go for. I wonder if Liara is gonna unglitch herself, or she's gonna still remain glitched for the entire duration of Pharaohs. I kinda don't want her to remain glitched. There we go, Renegade 0 and Paragon plus 32. And Liara still refuses to use the weapon that I ordered her to do. But it's a good moment to save, because now we're gonna have to deal with a bunch of organics. Lots of Thorians. Or rather, a lot of Thorian colonists and also clones.
Find this creature and determine what it killed. What is that?
We are gonna need bigger guns.
Hey, look at that! I planned the puke Sasori.
Your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
You gave something to Saren, something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground.
Okay, we need to block her abilities and her weapon as well, mine as well. Yeah, Liara being Liara. Yeah, I think Liara is gonna be permanently bugged for the duration of this mission.
Over here, Commander. Definitely something different in this area.
And Tully's dead. Unity. No, that's immunity. I need the unity. Unity! And let me also
That had the desired effect, I believe. A few
restore
more
your
will
health.
be severely hurt.
You know what has the desired effect, Liara? You not bugging. And actually using what I ask you to use. You know, that is a 100% the desired effect. Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to get up. You're just standing there. I kinda wish I could make a screenshot of that, but it was too late. Even more clones, yay! Okay, so damper, weapon, and that's it. Yeah, I need you both to be pushed. There's one of you. So the throw doesn't work en masse. It only works per single target. There was something that I have noticed. Yeah, friction materials, scram rail, and my pistol. Scram rail, frictionless materials. I think I can give something to Tali. Scram rail 9, but I didn't. Okay, there's Tanner and frictionless materials. Tanner. No. No. How about I'm gonna give Liara to her rifle. Not even frictionless materials. I should have a better scram rail, yes. And for her armor, medical exoskeleton, as I know I have 2. That should work with her. As I hope it will. Come here. Striker Avenger, yeah, sure, I can scrap that. I can get rid of that. Okay, I don't know where those Thorians are gonna come from. They're not coming from above. Never mind, they do. And sorry. Okay, so what do we need to do? Damper and disable your weapons. They're gonna arrive from up here. At least I can stand my ground. They are still gonna be downstairs, but it doesn't really bother me because I can still use her abilities. Oh, I think Liara had woke up. Sort of, kind of. We got to the root of the problem. I wish that Chris Redfield was here. Okay, she might actually push me down. Damper, weapon. Excuse me. I need to sneeze. Yeah, push. Phoenix and Chameleon. I don't need Chameleon. Chameleon is not really that good anymore. Yeah, push. One more approach. Yeah, finish him off, Tally. We're possibly gonna get one more Asari clone. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. This weapon. And you know what? Why not warp? I'm not sure. Are we getting attacked from behind? Nah. Okay, Tally is blocked, doesn't matter. Get tossed, bitch. Oh, really? I missed that one? Oh well. Okay, how do I... right, there's the passageway over here. I was waiting to ask, hey, how do I move from there? Oh boy. I see the Asari Commando. Tali, you are getting in my way. The AI of this game is super derpy. Wait, what? Did that thing just slap Tali and Tali just went to sleep like almost automatically? What? Wait, what? That's a little bit ridiculous. No, she got 400 health. I know I'm playing a veteran, but come on. Hey, look, it's slightly green, slightly less green Asari clone.
I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
Oh, even Liara have decided to
I'm
join. What a
fine,
surprise.
Or I will be. In time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Benezia sought to turn the river and was swept away.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
But did they put their city on rock and roll?
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
There has to be a better
I
way.
need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
By Twitch Prime!
I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you all right?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift, the experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship where you can be monitored.
I am sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
The vision of ultimate NFT.
Do you know what the conduit is, or where it is?
I think the NFT is
No, I'm
actually
sorry.
dead at this point.
All I know is that Saren believes the conduit was the key to the
It's not even a
Prothean
joke that
extinction.
anybody would enjoy at this
Then
point, I
whatever
guess.
it is, we cannot let him have it.
You have the cipher. In time, your visions will clear. They will lead you to the conduit. I only pray you find it before Saren does.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I am grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
And that's Pharaoh's.
I can't believe it. John says we'll have all the money we need to keep this place running. It's because of you, Shepard. I can't thank you enough.
Hey, I'm the good guy.
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
Farewell, Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
Ships are already on.
Thank you so much.
I will do what I
Is there
can to
anything
assist the colony in this
else?
difficult time.
Yeah, personal questions?
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries, I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Farewell, Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
Alright. That's pretty much all there is to do over here, I think.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
Oh boy. And he doesn't have a goddamn thing.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Goodbye.
I wish you well in your future efforts.
Yes. Anyway, let's get out of here. We're gonna get our unbugged Liara. At least I hope I will. I kinda wish I could get a better armor. Maybe I'm gonna get some from the Citadel, because we're gonna talk with... We still have plenty of time. We're gonna talk with everybody on the ship, and we're gonna go to Citadel to check if shops have additional licenses or expansion for the grenades. It might be our very last visit at the Citadel, so I need to, like... Not as a very last visit at the Citadel, it might be one of the last luxurious, like a flexible visits at the Citadel before we will go for Vermeer, because after Vermeer it's basically just straight point to the quest.
Pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Do it, Liara. Kill her.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the commander's mind is incomplete.
You must have seen something.
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chalkwash should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Ferris report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Fuck you. Yeah, disconnect. Normally, if there was not a 100% like Paragon playthrough, I would just disconnect like immediately. Just cut it out.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Welcome back. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Skulldug with tier 1 for 90 months and 90-month streak. Thank you very much for the support. Appreciate it. Enjoy attributing some nice Suku emotes courtesy of yourself. Thank you very much. Alright, so now we got the moment in which we are basically exploring the ship, see if there's any codec entries, and we're gonna talk with everybody on the ship right now as we speak.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Oh, okay, Joker. I'm gonna promise you we're gonna land in the freaking sun next. Okay, nothing over here. Let me check what I'm gonna get from the Shepherd's Locker, Scimitar, Sniper, Volkov 9. It's actually quite impressive that I still get, when it comes to weapons, I still get the 9ers. Yeah, Volkov is so good. I really wish I could use it because it's a semi-automatic. Really like Volkovs. Not that my sniper rifle is bad, I simply believe that with semi-automatics I can allow myself to make a small mistake so I can fix it on the next shot. Then again, I'm gonna get the Spectre weapons, and I think those are semi-automatics as well.
We haven't had time together since our last chat. A lot was said when we talked.
Something to add, Lieutenant, or are you just breaking in your thesaurus?
Sorry, not sure where I stand. You seem a bit, distracted by someone.
Someone? You're referring to our young Prothean expert.
I think she's older than both of us put together, but, yeah. There's a lower deck rumor that she's, interested in you as more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. To my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a Sigma female. I'm not gonna date anybody this playthrough.
My relationship with Dr. Tassoni is professional.
All right, only a rumor. But you don't have to spend your off-duty time with me. Not if you don't want to.
Look, you didn't want to talk about Liara, did you? What's your real issue?
No issue, Shepard. At least, not when you're around. I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
I think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana, broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it, beat the crap out of me, kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. That's fine.
Damn.
I'm not sure which of us got the worst of what happened.
Was Rana all right?
Rana? Yeah, she was fine. We never really, we stopped talking after that.
Tell me what happened.
Rana had a gentle heart. She loved everyone. Vernus terrified her. We all protected her from him, everyone who loved her. But after what I did to him, she was terrified of me too. Anyway, this is, I had a point here. Aliens are individuals. Just because one's an ass doesn't mean they all are. So, yeah, I hated that Turian. But he wasn't a Turian to me. He was Vernus.
So that's why you're so self-controlled.
I'm no more disciplined than any other biotic, Shepard. This is all ancient history. I'm over it.
You agonize over doing the right thing and never let yourself lose control. Because Rana spurned you after Vernus died.
That's... all right. Maybe you have a point. Maybe. But I'm okay. You don't have to worry about me. Fully functional human being. And I won't be a burden on you. On the crew.
Caden, you're a strong man. Talking about this doesn't make you a whiner, and it doesn't make you immature. It makes you human.
All right, but it's embarrassing you had to tell me that. You're right. I might need to loosen up a little. I'll try. Glad you'll be here when it's over, Shepard. I'm looking forward to some shore leave.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with Jong, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
And no.
We'll talk later, Caden.
So normally I would shoot him. Jung deserves to be shot, like, seriously. Like, no cap. Just kill his ass. So that was Caden. Now, Doctor that we have just run past, she has the same dialogue, so we don't need to talk with her.
you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. My interest in you, however, is strictly professional. I want to make that clear.
It better be that way.
It is obvious that you and Lieutenant Alenko already have some type of relationship. I would not want to come between you.
No. None of these options are good. I'm not in a no. I don't have a relationship with Kaidan. No. Kaidan's not special. I'm taken. That's private.
You're right. I'm already spoken for.
I thought so.
I'm not.
I should never have mentioned this.
I'm not.
Please, Commander. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I am not. Not in this playthrough. Not for this character. Just don't want to. Don't want to get bothered with that. Even though it's just a few conversation options, I just don't want to be bothered with that. All right, now we're gonna go down below. I'm gonna talk to the arms requisite. Maybe he has the HNW piece.
Looking for supplies?
Hey, Winged. How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. Explorer X. Still 7s. Bloody hell. Okay, he doesn't have anything.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of
Winning,
him
not
getting away
winning.
with
Waldo.
everything he's
It's
done.
you, Waldo. Jesus
I
Christ.
know you're
Sorry
doing
about that.
everything you can.
Hope you're doing
If
well,
anyone
Waldo.
can
Glad to
catch
see
him,
you
it's
here.
But if there's anything else I can do to help,
I think I'm getting a little bit tired.
just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we will find him. Just make sure you're
Hope you're
ready to
doing
go
well,
when we
Waldo.
do.
Glad to see you here.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Crimson. Yep, that's a quote from Mass Effect 3. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. Welcome to the channel.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
A little spooky how you handle that John guy. Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
Didn't know that you know how to not speak racist, Ashley. The sacrificial lamb.
All you need to do is show them how getting what you want gets them what they want.
You make it sound easy. Frankly, I just wanted to put a few rounds in him and leave.
I can agree with that, Ashley. Waldo with 250 BDs. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops. But when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenko. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do.
And I also play a mean game of Vampire. You're losing.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Shepard.
So you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job.
You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
So long, Rex.
Shepard. Shepard?
Wait, mercenary?
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
Damn.
How long have you been a
Long
merc?
enough. It's good
that's,
work. It doesn't kill you. I fight best on my own.
You must have family.
Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
Damn.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay, now we got the update to Codex, and because it's a conversation with Rex...
Shepard.
Rex.
Shepard.
Rex.
A tradition needs to be upheld.
Shepard.
Rex.
And one more for good measure.
Shepard.
Rex.
Okay, now the last member of the ship that I need to talk to...
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Okay, nothing
Carry on,
from
Adams.
you because you don't have anything new. Tally.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Okay, see ya.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, so that's everything from here. I'm thinking about actually selling a lot of stuff. Because I technically cannot really, like, carry anything. I mean, I'm gonna keep one crossfire, actually 2 crossfires, because I might give one to Garrus and the other one to Rex. But I need to sell a lot of weapons, because I don't know how much stuff Vermeer is gonna give me. So I'm just gonna mark every unnecessary weapon as junk. I'm gonna deal with that right now, before I'm even gonna go to the Citadel, including the pistols. In original Mass Effect, if you wanted to sell something, you had to go through the selling menu separately. You could not mark items for sale in the previous version. In this version of the game, the Legendary Edition, a little bit of a quality of life improvement. You can basically mark items as trash, and then you can reduce them to Omnigel or just simply sell them at the trader, which is much better way of dealing with stuff. Let me go max accuracy, fusion that's toxic damage. Yeah, high explosives, and I guess I could mark the grenades as well. Fusion, high explosive tenors. I don't need those. Do I have fusion explosives? Yes, I have fusion explosive tenors. Okay. So the rest can be sold. The maximum amount of money that you can get in this game is 9,099,000 blah blah blah. I already almost have reached that number. But yeah. It's a blue wire, chameleon. The other tools can also go to hell. Because I already have the best. I think I already have the best Omni tool that I can get for the Infiltrator in the game. Let's see. Medium armor for Turian. That's Phoenix 10. The Phoenixes can be sold. Phoenixes are trash. Krogan Predator. I might keep that. Duelist Niners. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna keep the Colossus just in case. Alright. And from this point on I can just approach the guy.
Looking for supplies?
Sell him the items.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
And that's gonna make my job easier. And just like that, all the junk has been sold. More inventory. We have maximum 300 spaces of the inventory, so I could even sacrifice some of the weapon attachments, but I think I'm gonna do weapon attachments as Omnigel resource more than anything else. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the Citadel, we're gonna visit every single shop. After visiting every single shop, we're gonna get back to the ship, and if we're gonna have enough time, we're gonna do one additional side quest. I'm thinking about doing the side quest for Garrus with the Dr. Hart. Because technically, I mean, there's Celian. I could go like this. It's not gonna be a that's not what I wanted to do. Hey Rex, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Actually, let me minimize the game for a second. I'm gonna give you a proper shout out. SO and / shout out. There we go. Playing retro. Rex is a friend of mine. He's also playing Fallout 4. He tries very hard to get the no-hit 100% permadeath run. If he's ever gonna do that, I'm buying you a drink. I'm buying myself a drink. I don't mean in a mean way. I really hope that you're gonna achieve that one day. I really do. You deserve that after all the time that you're trying. You got this work, Windows 7? Yeah, there is a bypass. I believe there is a bypass for this. What you have to do is change something in the exe file that basically reads the proper operational system. It's a little bit more complicated than that. I cannot explain it, but I know what. There is definitely a method. You got it to work? That I'm actually very happy about that. You can the trick that I was trying to explain, you can do that actually with every single game possible right now. Alright, I'm gonna take Garrus and I'm gonna take Tali, and we're gonna go through every single shop. There's one more quest in the Citadel, in the Flux.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo
Pressly extends relieved. Okay, so what can I put on? I mean, that's 2 levels. Electronics. Let's go for dampening, because dampening is gonna help him a lot.
Presley has the
Using the extra Vulcan wrapper. DXVK. I know which one. DXVK. Yeah, I'm using that too. I'm using that too for old games like Resident Evil 4. I'm using that for Legacy of Kain Defiance. Yeah. It's a good thing. Something's missing here.
Deck.
Don't know what
After
yet.
years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
So it's missing here? I honestly don't know what is missing. I believe I have everything I needed.
Welcome back.
Hey! Rexia tier 1 for 27 months. There it is. Yep, it's fixed. Now everything works perfectly fine. Thank you very, very much for that. Appreciate it. Enjoy reviewing some nice looking emotes, courtesy of yourself.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
You also only have the HMWs and also only 7, so you're not really gonna help me. I'm gonna get the grenade upgrade from you though. Now let's go for the markets. Wards. Yeah, starting for the med clinic, but I don't think I'm gonna need anything else from med clinic. Like I cannot upgrade, I cannot go higher with the amount of Omni Gel because the maximum is 10.
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do? Of course.
Need supplies. Yeah, we don't have anything else anymore. Yeah, I'm almost using that combo of emotes every single time I get on anybody's channel. Always. Probably I always will.
Welcome back, EarthClan.
EarthClan?
Will you be needing supplies for your return to the colonies?
I see a smudge on my left lens.
Most excellent.
And that is gonna bother the living shit out of me. Hold up. Alright. Okay, a little bit better. Probably gonna have to wash my glasses. Cipher tool, don't need that. I don't need anything that you got. Okay, let's take a look at the lower markets. I wonder if the mission with the cheating Solarian is gonna activate on the flux now.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have.
Yeah, non-human's armor. Do you have Explorer 10, and you have Colossus for Turians. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get the Colossus and I'm gonna get the Explorer because I don't know when I'm gonna get a better armor for Tali.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Yes.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think.
Oh, Hammer, Warlord, yeah. That means the Garrus can now get the endgame armor at this point. And there he is. Wait, hold up. This actually looks absolutely amazing on him. Like, hands down. Jesus. Looks so good. I wish that it would look just as good on humans. Because on humans it looks very... not good. And take a look at that. Tali got her default armor again. Only version 10. I guess better than nothing. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait with the logic tool arrest. Because I didn't really give you anything else. Yeah, I also have crossfire. Okay. So we got that out of the way. Let's go for the flux. Because that's all the market items that I could ever afford. Actually, no. There's one more shop at the Presidium with the Hanar. So maybe he's gonna have something. Anyway, Presidium locations. Yeah, Financial District. I think this is where you have to go to get that guy. Yep, he's right over there. Commander.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic...
Show me your items.
Oh, this
okay,
one
let's
is
see
pleased to do
non-human
so,
armors.
human. You will not be disappointed.
Please tell me you have Colossus 10 for Tally. You have Light Armor Turian, Explorer 10, which I already have. Yeah, you don't really have anything else, so I'm gonna try to aim for the human equipment.
Commander, it is good to see you again.
Show me your items.
Upgrades. Common exoskeleton. Shield interface 9, no.
Commander, it
Commander.
is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic
Show me your items.
Oh, this one.
What do we have here? Firestorm Raptor. Grenade upgrade. Yeah, that's a final grenade upgrade. And technically from this point on, I don't really have to buy anything. I don't have to go for the shops unless I really want to get the Colossus 10 for Tali, and maybe Colossus 10 for myself as well. Alright, world locations. I want to see if the Flux is gonna have the last side quest available. The one with the cheating Solarian. And there it is. Oh, that was just me.
Yeah, what is it?
Why were you tossed out of there?
Dorian didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
I know Dorian. If he says you're cheating, you're cheating.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
Still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy. Of course, nobody notices those.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
Yeah, let me do it. I know what I'm gonna do with this.
I'll help you out.
I suppose I could let you try it. Here you go. When you've recorded enough wins, it'll let you know. Of course, if you get caught with the device, well, you saw what happened to me. Well, off you go. That data won't collect itself.
Oh, surely it won't.
Believe that could happen out in the open like that.
Okay, where's the Volus? Oh, just the Patron, okay. Volus, Volus, Volus.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
I've got something you might be interested in.
Let me see that. You got that from Shells, didn't you? I saw him using it earlier. Tossed him out on his ass for it, too. Thanks for bringing this to me.
Cheaters shouldn't prosper.
I agree with you on that. Thanks again. Take a few shots at the Quasar. On the house.
Nah, thanks.
I should be going.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Hi there, Jenna.
Hey there, welcome to Flux.
Hello there.
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah, everyone seemed real happy to have her back. And yet, you seem less than pleased. I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it's like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
Suffer. Wait, can I do this? Oh, maybe after I'm gonna finish up the quest, because I need to report to Shells.
So, did you record 5 wins with the device yet?
It's gone.
Actually, I gave your device to Doran.
But that was years of work. What am I gonna do now?
Maybe you should put your talents to better use.
Suck it up.
You're no help at all. This is absolutely the worst day of my life.
There are worse days. Okay, now I can do the dance. What? Female shepherd doesn't do the silly dance? Really? Yep, female shepherd doesn't do the silly dance. Ah, that's a shame. I guess it's only male shipper that can do that. Oh well. And here I was hoping. I think there's also another side quest available. One more side quest. Let me quickly go to Presidium locations in the ward access, and then from there I'm gonna get back to the Flux, because I remember there was one more mission in which there was like this senator and he needed some drugs. It's like win something. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen on this visit to the Citadel, or there's one more. No, it's not gonna happen on this one. It's probably gonna happen on the next one. Okay, so let me think. I did everything. I did the Flux mission. I checked the shops. I have bought everything that I could. Yeah, there's really nothing else that I can do. So I'm just gonna get back to Normandy.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
I still have a little bit of time, so why don't we just smash it on the mission? So why not?
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Mighty with the raid. Thank you very much. It's appreciated. Actually, hold up. Let me deal with the shoutouts first. Hello, everybody. I'm Uncle Lander. I am a variety video game streamer. I am playing variety of video game series like Mass Effect, for example, Legacy of Kain, Resident Evil, Silent Hill. You name it, I'm gonna possibly play it. Let me give you a shout out. And also shout out over here. How are you doing? We were last playing Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Nice. I'm gonna play that game on December. Hope you're doing well, Mighty. Glad to see you here. Good to see everybody. We're currently playing Mass Effect 1. I would say that we are on solid 60% of the playthrough done. Exogeny facility. So we have investigate samples, anomaly. Yeah, I think I can do this system before I'm gonna go. What's up? Not much, you know, enjoy Mass Effect 1. Your favorite in Trilogy? I definitely can consider this one to be my favorite as well. For 2007, this game just gives you so much. So much. Okay, let's scan the map. Things to insignia. Nothing at Alma Crux. Memory has something, a heavy metal. Klotenka has nothing. Yeah, it was way more RPG, and I'm willing to agree with that. MSV Cornucopia. With a board along. And accept the squad. Also gonna save the game. Okay, everybody's semi-ready. I'm missing an ability. Yeah, the weapon disabling ability. Why is it over there? Did I remove it accidentally or something? Anyway. Ooh, I know which one this is. This is the one with husks.
Husks. The ship's probably
I think the other guy's running in circles. Okay, if I'm gonna go this way, that's gonna give them the opportunity to ambush me. What? I need to take a look at the radar. I need to be careful while I'm walking over here. I think they got frozen. Okay, damper. Okay, Tally got this. Somewhat. I think I remember the ship. It's gonna be the one that's gonna have a self-destruct. It's gonna have the self-destruct set up. And also I need to change the rounds because we are dealing with the synthetic stuff. Cargo, polonium, shredder? No, that's not shredder. Tungsten. Now I remember, tungsten rounds. And Talion and pistol, also tungstens. These are currently the best rounds that I can get in the game. Against the enemies. Oh shit! Well, was not the plan, but... Just never mind that. Should not push that hard. Kinetic coil, yeah, sure, why not? I'll take it. And more containers over here. Combat optics and what else? A razor, solar sniper rifle. Not really stuff I'm peculiarly interested in.
According to the log files, the ship was out near the Perseus Veil. Looks like they found some kind of alien artifact. They brought it on board and then... This is really weird, Shepard. They plotted a course straight into the Perseus Veil, like they wanted the Geth to find them.
What else do the logs say?
The entries don't make a lot of sense after that. It's like the captain's mind was falling apart. I don't see anything about how they got back into human territory.
The Geth turned them into husks and left the ship where someone would find it.
According to the log, they brought it on board and...
The Geth turned them into husks and left the ship where someone would find it, trying to show us what happens to anyone who goes into the Veil.
Nothing good. That's what happens. Alright, I think I can now exit the ship. I thought there was a self-destruct mechanism like connected to this mission, in which I had to like escape from the labyrinth, very similar to this one. Maybe it's not even this ship, maybe it's a different one. Well, anyway, mission done is mission done, and we still have enough time to do something else. Yep, leave it. Next system. Investigate samples or exogeny. And let's go for investigating samples on Motanol. Okay, so I can already see that there was something on the exterior ring. Rocky asteroid with some Prothean data. Gonna check it fully if it doesn't have anything, and it doesn't seem like it has. There we go, metallic asteroid with heavy metal. And let's survey the planets. Supe that has light metal. What else do we have? Ilapa or Liapa? Cannot really say. Inti with nothing. Apo with nothing, and investigate sample in Cheska. Alright, let's see, what do we have? We have the anomaly, we have 3 civilian structures, and a debris. Okay, let's go for the anomaly first. Have scan planets. Yes, you do, but because I consider that to be absolutely tedious and time-consuming, I have a mod that kind of nerfs that. Miss driving around in this jank mobile. Who doesn't? Mecha wasn't really as bad as a drivable thing as people claim it to be. It really isn't. I'm possibly in the minority that enjoys driving vehicles like that, and driving in the terrain. Yeah, I also love it. I really don't have any issues with it. Raptor Volkov. Tell me that Volkov is stronger. Please tell me that Volkov is stronger. By 50 points almost weaker. But Volkov's is semi-automatic. This is why I love it. You know? I love this. I really do. Okay, that's Prothean disc. I might even say screw this, I'm just gonna use this rifle until I'm gonna get the Spectre weapons. Krogan Warlord and Avenger. And I think I'm gonna do that because I really love semi-automatics. In a matter of fact, I could even change the frictionless materials into something else. Don't know what though. Definitely not scram rail. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Let's go for debris. Oh, get it. 100%. Get it. It's worth it. Like the entire trilogy, especially on the discount, 100% worth it. I see a resource that I haven't dug out. It will be there with you buying a physical copy. Okay. Nailed it. Perfect driving. 10 out of 10. Here's the light metal. Still going for the debris though. Ten out of 5 landing. Yep. Okay, that's not the button I wanted to press. And I do remember this. This is where the Thorians are gonna be. But because I'm in Mako, I don't really have to worry about Thorians. Planing, energized planing, combat exoskeleton, nothing of interest. Okay, so we have that. Now I can go for every single exogeny thingamajig. Oh no, wait, it's husks. Never mind. Gonna be dealing with husks. And quite honestly, I don't really mind that. Oh.
You lead, I'll follow.
You sure you can follow even? Yeah, let's save the game. Yeah, definitely gonna swarm eventually, but... So there's one behind container? Heavy, oh, it's heavy armor human. Fuck, I mean, I'm gonna take it, but... It's heavy armor. It's not light or medium, which I definitely need. It's sludge canister, don't need that. Tsunami harpoon. I think the sniper rifle could actually be a little bit weaker. To think about it. Still gonna give a try to that one. As much as I like semi-automatics though, because I really do. Weapon locker. Sokolov and Volkov 10. Another Volkov. Do I need to replenish my Medigel? Nah. Okay, so this area is clean, it's done. Don't need to worry about anything. Let's go for another research facility. Civilian structure. I think with the way the game is progressing, we are going to finish the playthrough tomorrow, most likely. And we're possibly gonna jump to Mass Effect 2. Yeah, I think the sniper is stronger. It basically kills everything with one shot. Well, not everything, but most of the stuff. Damn! Tell you need to make your mind. You need to make up your mind, girl. That could go, I think, better, considering that I knew what I wanted to do. Like, I know what I wanted to do. I want to kill, but the problem is if they are just walking in front of my face all the time, aiming at things that are not there, that's kind of counterproductive. But yeah, I think this rifle that I have here is stronger, but personal preference, semi-automatics. Pulling Sledgehammer. Solaris Amp. Solaris Amp? Isn't Solaris Amp like the strongest biotic? Raptor Reaper. Tsunami Harpoon. Raise the Equalizer. Yeah, all of that is gonna get turned into money, knowing life. Okay, there's nothing in this facility. I can go now for the third one. I'm saying this objective is pretty much a free loot. I really wish I could get a better armor, like seriously. Predator HX. It would be so good. If there was a medium armor, it would be even better. But no. Game does not give. Okay, the last facility, science facility, right here. I think to a degree this was an overkill. Door? Okay, it's right over there. Okay, nothing on this side. If I'm gonna pick my head over there, also nothing. They're gonna storm me so fast. Yeah, they already know. Damper. Crap. Garrus, it's your turn. And now Tally.
Lost shields.
Okay, my dampening is ready. If I'm ever gonna need it. At this point, it's just free loot. I don't think anything is gonna drop. As in, anything's gonna drop. I'm not gonna get under attack by anything anymore. Then again, Not 100% sure about that one. Gotta love rooms like this. You basically enter and you expect, hey, some loot. Nope. No loot for you. Like Hydra X. Okay, let me check. Let me take a look at the Hydra X. Was Scram Rail Fictionness. Okay, that might actually be good. Wetware Savant. Oh yeah, the Savant is better. Savant is the best biotic thing. But I am not a biotic. Liara is the biotic. Will I ever gonna need Liara? Not really. At this point I can just go full tech, because the moment we're gonna go Vermeer, the moment we're gonna go for the other planet that's straight up tech damage.
These logs place the blame for this on the group called Cerberus, whoever they are.
Oh, we know exactly who they are. Alright, it's about time to leave this place, if I will find my way out. I thought I would be able to clean up this entire system, but that's not gonna happen. We're gonna continue this tomorrow. And return to Normander. Okay, I'm gonna slap the save over here. It's well deserved and well needed. Save 98 and exit the game. Alright guys, it's time to get in the shoutout corner, because we're gonna wrap it up for today. Let's see who have rated us, who have received the shoutout, and we have Red. But for some reason, it decided not to pick any clips. I wonder why. We got Rex over here with the file for playthrough in Far Harbor, from what I can see. It could be a clip of the death, as far as I know, because a lot of clips from your playthroughs are the clips of death, like this one. Wolf out of nowhere. Let's usually have evidence, and we also have Mighty. That's a clip from Fallout 4, and seems to be a heavily modded playthrough as well. Yeah, exiting forest in the wrong place. It happens, you know. You live, you learn. That's all there is to it. And that's all when it comes to the shoutouts. Alrighty guys, thank you guys very much for watching me today. Before I'm gonna leave, I'm a little bit of information. I'm spending an entire month of November for charity. I'm supporting StackUp.org. StackUp.org is basically a charity fundraiser that supports ex-military people, war vets, and current people who are being deployed, sending them packages, helping with their mental issues, preventing suicide among the military personnel. I'm doing the entire month of November, trying to generate as much money as possible, and basically that's the entire part of the charity. I simply want to help, want to do a charity for a very long time, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is when it comes to the charity. If you guys wish to support, there's definitely gonna be information somewhere on the channel. If not in the chat, it's definitely gonna somewhere down below, or right next to the title. We're currently $30 behind reaching next goal of $250. And yeah, from other information, links to my YouTube, Discord, whatever you guys need is down below the panels. Discord for knowing when I go live, Twitter for random stuff, and YouTube for the VODs. what else can I say? For informed support, you guys can support me on Twitch with Prime Gaming regular Twitch subs. That's gonna give you ad-free ratings and nice looking emotes, option of bits for even more unique looking emotes, and for people who wish to support me more directly, Twitch support, 3 links, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Ko-Fi if you guys wish to donate. But I encourage you guys more to donate into the charity if you guys can. If not, I hope you guys enjoy the content. I'll be back tomorrow with more of Mass Effect 1 when we're gonna finish the game, hopefully. And yeah, hope you guys are gonna have a good rest of the day. Before I'm even gonna leave, I should look for somebody to raid, shouldn't I? Who I'm gonna raid today? Who is currently online from the friends that I see? Michelle, Matt is online. I think I'm gonna rate Michelle. Yeah, Michelle is online, and she's doing Silent Hill 1 hard mode, no damage, permadeaths. So yeah, why not? So yeah, once again, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good rest of the Wednesday. And yeah, that's all for me. Have a good one. Bye.